You're listening to Big Blend Radio, Champagne Sunday Show with Nancy and Lisa, and you just heard The Rhythm of Love by the Livesay, and it's featured on their brand new and fourth album, The Rhythm of Love and Dysfunction. And we're super happy to have the founder, guitarist, vocalist, Billy Livesay join us on the show today. And you can keep up with them at thelevasaysmusic.com, or you go to billylevesay.com, and I could be completely wrong in how I'm pronouncing this. So we'll bring Billy on, and he can let me know. So, Billy, welcome.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And actually, you did say my last name right.
Cool. Do I get more champagne?
It's
yeah, because I normally people say Livesay, don't they? But Levis, like, where does your name come from?
No, I get lives. Yeah, I think it's British. Actually, I'm Heinz 57 variety, so I'm not really sure what it is. So.
Hey, everyone.
All Americans have Brits in it.
Yeah, we're a mush.
Yeah,
we're a mush. But so it's like Livesay. So the Livesaysmusic.com.
It's Livesay.
Yeah. But it's Livesay is how you pronounce it. So billylevesay.com.
Exactly,
Go there.
Yes. Billy
This
Livesay.
album, like, seriously, I can't wait because we travel full time. So to get back on the road with this, because I'm going to get a traffic ticket though. I know speeding ticket somewhere.
And another ticket and passing all the off ramps we were supposed to get off on.
I know.
That's how she drives.
Good. This is so good. I mean, and your vocals are so soulful, and just the musicianship and the dynamics and the flow and the everything is just, it's badass. And how, like, you've got to raise a glass to you guys, you and the entire band, because number one, it's awesome, but you've had such a journey putting this record out. So just really a big toast and a lot of support and big hugs from us, actually.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It was supposed to come out in 2018, but then we had a setback because of our drummer Eddie Zine. He passed, and that was a difficult time there. So, he was a former drummer with Hall & Oates. He played with Rick Derringer. So he's a guy who's been around for a while. And it set us back pretty much about a year or so. We were kind of stagnant for a couple of months all through the Christmas holiday and so forth. And then I was playing with an Eagles tribute band. And I started singing some Don Henley songs, and so that's why there's a cover song on the record also. But anyway, so I was singing with the long run, and I was writing at the same time, and so we didn't have a drummer, so I used our drummer Henry Riesco to record one of the songs with us, Another Mile. And about a month or so after that is when we got Howard in the band, and then we progressed from there. I mean, as far as trying to get the live show back up to speed, and then writing and recording some more songs.
It's really hard to lose someone in a musical family. We had a band back in San Diego years ago, and the bass player was, one of my dear loves, and in life, and he passed away very suddenly. And it was really hard because, music is normally this soothing, comforting thing, but it was probably one of the hardest things I went through in life, because, when you're in a band, you're going through music of what you want to do, and you listen so much to so much music, and, who inspires you to do what, and all of that stuff. And it was almost like music almost killed me when he passed away.
Sure,
because, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was so hard.
Sure, yeah. Well, you play with, you perform with each other, so you kind of get to know each other's musical moves.
Yep.
So when they're doing things musically, you say, oh, he's going there, so it's time to follow, and vice versa. So when someone like that is taken out of the mix, it's like, oh, okay, so the next person that comes in, they may be really good, but they don't have that thing that you're used to hearing all the time, and no matter how good they are. So you just have to make a decision whether you're going to adapt to that or not. As long as the quality of it is good. Like with Howard, when Howard walked in, Howard was a big fan of Eddie's, and vice versa. So when Howard, and we didn't really know Howard that well, Howard Goldberg is the drummer, our drummer now that I'm talking about. And so when he came into the mix, I had never seen him play before. So he came in and auditioned, and he learned the songs before he came in, and so that was surprising there. And and plus the fact that he lives here among us and all of our same circle of friends, more or less. So it was quite a casual thing for him to come to the mix.
So yeah, because you guys are all in South Florida, and South Florida seems to have like a hub of music going on. It seems like, you know, we always hear about Austin and Nashville and everything, but I'm learning that Milwaukee's got an amazing scene. But it seems like what's going on in South Florida? It's like things are
South
happening.
Florida's really weird. I mean, there was a scene, you know, maybe 30 years ago, but popular music, I mean, is the scene here. I mean, as far as, you know, your Jennifer Lopez and Pitbull and things like that, you know, in the R&B realm. I mean, it's, you know, or even in the reggaeton rap world, you know, Miami is the place. And so, you know, I grew up in Miami, but I live between Miami and Fort Lauderdale now. And as you start getting out further north into the Palm Beaches and different parts of Florida, the music starts getting a little traditional, a little bluesier, a little more soulful.
Swampy.
I shouldn't say more soulful because, you know, the popular music that comes out of Miami is just as soulful. You know, it's just
we're in the different swamp. Like right now, we just arrived in Baker, Florida. We travel full time, and we just arrived in Baker, and we're waiting for Hurricane Sally. We're calling her the Mustang to come and hang out with us. But
she's going to be
swampy
cool
here, and we used to live out in this way. In fact, I used to play with, I don't know if you remember David Goldfleece. He was like a bass player for the Allman Brothers years ago, and it's just weird. Like as soon as we crossed borders from Alabama into Florida, the Allman Brothers played. I'm like, you don't hear him on the West Coast. You don't hear the Allman Brothers
at all.
And Leonard Skinner and everything. You hear Leonard Skinner certain typical things. Now, listen, I know you, Don Henley, like that's the thing, and you do have that Don Henley style. But listen, Hotel California, can we replace him with you doing some stuff? Because Hotel California plays every day on every radio station across the country when we travel. Like seriously, we need to like. I'm not being mean at all. It's not their fault. It's a good thing for them. But yeah, that we got to put the heart of the matter, because you play that and so good on the album. That you did a video, right? So to raise money for the Music Cares Foundation. I wanted to touch on it.
For Music Cares, right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing. Is that still going?
So, it's still going on. I think it's going to go until the 20th or next Sunday, when we're doing a live stream for the release of the record, and that's when the Music Cares thing will end. And I have them some money, so. It'll be, and I'm also doing another Music Cares thing on Tuesday at a venue in Fort Lauderdale called Revolution. So, but it's all going to be filmed. So they have different, you know, celebrities in the music business doing cameo or candid isolation videos as far as introducing artists and songs and things like that. And it's a social distance type of show where there's no audience, and it's just going to be videotaped, and that's on Tuesday at Revolution. So I don't know when the airing date is, but
awesome.
But that'll be pretty cool.
This album, I really, really love it. I know I've said it like 10 times now, but like when you really listen to an album and
I'm
dig
glad
it.
Somebody likes it. Thank you very much.
No,
it's Get Up and Boogie. It's Get Up and Boogie.
Thank you.
But you're tackling some
to
things,
me,
and
I
honestly, there's a few favorites, but it's really hard when you listen to an album like this. To me, you just have to put the whole thing on and go for it. So that's you're like the type of, you know, band and musician that comes on a show, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to play but one of the songs that really, really got to me was the very first one, and I thought it was the most perfect song to open an album. There's Something Coming Now. Tell us about that, because that song just to me,
that song was the last song that was written for the record, and that was, you know, as soon as we went into the lockdown, and you know, Lives Matter movement, the fires, just with the election coming up, and especially with the virus, you could just there's a weird vibe. It's like science fiction that we're living right now, and so I could just see that. You could just tell there's something coming now. What it is, I can't tell you, but good it's not. So,
it's a disruption of balance on so many levels that it's interesting how, I don't want to say it, but the people in power should not be there, because the fact that they want to be in power tells me I don't like you. It's dysfunction of the people in power, and this is
that's why it's called the dysfunction.
Yes, this is,
absolutely,
dude.
Originally the record was called "The Rhythm of Love," and that's why we added dysfunction when we got into this, because that was almost 2 years ago, and so and now it's just that's why we added dysfunction too, because everything is so dysfunctional right now, just like you say.
And it doesn't take much. Apparently, it doesn't take that much to let that happen, because we're all so busy. Wake up! Hello, wake up!
But there's also this thing where I think where music comes into being really important, because you can watch the talking heads on TV. I don't care what channel; it's all the talking heads carrying on. It's like, okay, we want real facts, and it's really hard to even get real facts of what's going on. It's hard. Nancy and I are traveling right now. We've been to a lot of major cities, been able to get downtown, and
we're seeing
and actually experience what's happening. And it's very interesting because we're meeting people, and when you're meeting people in kind of a businessy climate where you're trying to work together to make things happen and move forward during COVID, and especially in the tourism, hospitality aspect, which includes music venues and bars and restaurants being open and stadiums, and all of it is part of that. It's really important that, how do we move forward from here? And so we're working in that, and you're seeing everybody from different perspectives. But if you're on the ground floor most of the time, and not on Facebook, and I got kicked out of Facebook. I didn't do anything. I got hacked. But got kicked out of there. I didn't do anything.
Bad
I did
girl.
not do anything bad. But
naughty.
When you're actually one-on-one with people, you can see, look, we can get through, whether or not we have different beliefs, there is this common bond of moving forward and helping each other, especially on small business level, I think, and just we have to. But when you watch TV and then you go in some of the downtowns, then it gets scary and real. It's this weird, it's very weird right now. But I think music, you need that, where music is speaking to, I understand this, excuse me, everybody, the shit is going down. You know what I mean? It's true.
Yes.
No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, there's something coming.
Yeah.
But you can't believe the fear that's coming from the top. You need to look at the source always. If you take a good look at the source, to just have a cup of tea, relax, go look at the birds, nature. Don't forget to vote.
Absolutely.
Billy, can we play that? There's something coming now. Can we do that? Because we got to play it.
Absolutely. Please.
Tell everybody
I appreciate it very much.
Give everyone a shout out in the band so everybody knows who's playing on this album.
Okay, Howard Goldberg is the drummer. I play guitar and sing lead vocal. Cookie Barrios is the Hammond organ player and also sings. Tim Murphy is the piano player. He also sings. And then George LaPlume is the bass player.
And you all rock. You are all like experts at the top of your field, really. Here it is. There's something coming now. Take a listen.
Something's coming now. Back and forth around they go, a song and dance to make it short. Something's coming now. When all is said and done, it's a dance around the going down on every lie, just like a junkie and his dope. The minions on the hill turn rumor into spin, and lay within the lie and do it all again. There's something coming now. There's something coming now. So be careful who you're doing, 'cause it might lead you to ruin. There's something coming now. It's not where we wanna be. Can't run away when the sky is falling down. As sure as I live and breathe, I will not believe we're going down, going down. I'm feeling so confused, I just don't understand. The mortality rate is rising and the heads are in the sand. There's something coming now. There's something coming now. So be careful who you're doing, 'cause it might lead you to ruin. There's something coming. Oh, there's something coming now. There's something coming now. There's something coming now. There's something coming
There's something coming now, everybody. That's on the brand new album from the Livesay. It's called The Rhythm of Love and Dysfunction, and you can get it now. And go to the Livesay website, and I'm going to get it right now for you because, hey, you got to go get it. TheLivesaysmusic.com. That's where you go. They've also great videos up on YouTube, and you can also keep up with Billy at BillyLivesay.com, and Billy's here. Billy, that is
Awesome.
really, that is a badass song. Sorry, but
It's badass.
It's like, I just feel like you've got everything in this, every genre of music is in here in regards to like the blues, soul, rock, everything's in this gumbo pot of goodness. It really, yeah, you got everything in there, and it's cool.
Well, it's hard sometimes because, you also want it to be consistent too, so that it sounds like the same people, so, the great artists, I mean, you can always tell when it's Bruce Springsteen, you can always tell when it's Tom Petty, you can always tell, so that's important, making a record. So as an artist and not using a producer, because I'm the producer, and I'm the writer, I get close to all this stuff. And so I'm not real sure what to put on it. I mean, I know what I want to put. I put everything on it if I could.
It's rock, man. It's rock and roll. It's purely good rock and roll.
So I sent it. I had to send. Yeah. Well, I sent it to a bunch of my friends, and had them pick the songs.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So we had over 20 songs to choose from, because after Eddie passed, I continued to write. And all the way up until just the end of spring, the beginning of summer, that song, and also How Can I Be? I wrote both those songs, right after we shut down.
Well,
yeah, how are you
dancing
feeling about that? You're doing some shows, but are you feeling confident that you can? I mean, South Florida especially, like if doing live shows out there.
We're really not doing any shows. We haven't played since March. Although I mean, we've been rehearsing because we live close enough that we know what everybody's doing, and everybody's using, being diligent about doing what they're supposed to be doing. and we're doing the next time we're playing, and we're doing a live stream on the 20th, which is next Sunday. But they're doing, it's at a place called Crazy Uncle Mike's. There's an Uncle Al's restaurant here, so I get the two mixed up sometimes. So it's Crazy Uncle Mike's, and that's next Sunday, and they're doing 50% capacity, and you have to have a reservation so that they can space everybody for code, and then the stage is far enough away, and we're live streaming it. So
cool.
Oh, very cool.
So it'll be interesting because that's the first time that we've played since March, so that should be interesting. So we're going to do the whole record. Basically, we're doing the whole record front to back in the order that the songs fall in. And we got a couple of surprises, so we're probably going to warm up with a couple of things before we start the album, just to, because we'll all have jitters from not playing for such a long time. I mean, even though we've been rehearsing, it's still different when you haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think this is it's exciting. It just Nancy and I are super excited to now know your music, and I know our audience too, because I know our audience, they've got good taste. And I'm saying they do because they listen in, I know. So they've got good taste. And the heart of the matter, so everyone know about that, that's out there right now. So it's a video single on YouTube, and that, if you purchase the digital download, then that's going to help benefit the Music Cares Foundation. So that's really cool. And so keep up with that.
Yeah, name your price. If you want to play, if you only want to pay 50 cents, that's fine. Every little bit helps.
It does, and I think that's a beauty of that. Before you go, and we hate to say goodbye to all of our guests here, but what is your champagne toast? What are you happy about? Because I know it's sucky out there, but there's good stuff in the world.
Well, what am I happy about? That's a really good one. I'm happy about being alive in general.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
that in itself, and happy that I actually have it pretty good compared to where a lot of people have it. So, I wish everybody the best, and I have no complaints.
Well,
that's
I think
cool.
we're happy that you've been here, and we're happy you're alive too, and that we're all alive. The ones of us that are here, I want to say that. Really, your work also, just going through what you've done for Asbury Park too, is amazing. I was watching the musical tribute to Asbury Park and love that too, because you really brought in all these different musical genres into a platform. And we were just in Asbury Woods in Pennsylvania, and we kept saying Asbury Park, and then it's like, you're on the show, and I'm like, there's Asbury Park again, because we were all talking about Bruce Springsteen. I know, you played with Clarence Clemens, and oh my God, he's amazing. He really, what a talent.
Clarence. It was a real experience playing with Clarence. He was a great guy. It was. He went too soon, so.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun playing with Clarence.
And then
Bruce is on one of the. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, would you do another thing like what you did for Asbury Park? I know Bruce obviously, kind of told that off, but would you do something like that kind of show, that kind of recording? You've done some really amazing recordings on YouTube for folks to go and watch you play, and that's what I want to close with. Can I have what you have? Because you did that, showing kind of the background of the album being recorded with that song. But are you going to do more like that? Because what you're doing video-wise is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, all the videos were kind of flukish. I mean, that Can I Have What You Have video, we had recorded the song with Eddie, and then when Eddie passed and Howard came into the mix and we worked the song up, I started getting new ideas for the song to make it try to make it have a little bit more impact. And I knew I wanted to shoot a video on it, and I didn't want to shoot a video where I wanted a quality video, and I didn't want to lip sync it. So there was a section, especially in the drum section, in Can I Have What You Have in the song, that that Howard plays this Keith Moon-like drum part. And so I wanted to capture that on film when he played it, rather than have him try to relearn it to play to the video. I wanted the video to just capture him. But that song, it was funny how that song was written, because it was actually written a while ago, a few years back. It was an acoustic song, and I was writing, and I wanted to write a song that didn't have any rhymes. And it just so happened that I was reading an article about a guy who was getting ready to go to prison, who'd just been convicted of his crime, but he didn't feel as though he would have to go to jail because of the way he grew up and his upbringing. His mother was a drug addict and his father was already in prison. So just that whole thing. So not taking responsibility for himself. So, and then at the same time, I was looking outside, and there was a storm coming. So I wrote down on a piece of paper, looked out my window, storm clouds coming. So, I just wrote that down, and then that's how Can I Have What You Have kind of developed. Is, can I have what you have? If you say no, I may take it anyway. So that's what that song is about.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real pleasure. We're going to play Can I Have What You Have right now. So you take care, and best wishes as you move forward and do these live stream events. And thank you for the good music.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Nancy, Lisa. I really appreciate it.
Here it is, everyone. Can I Have What You Have? And again, go to the website, the LevacyMusic.com and BillLevesey.com. So check it out. And we're going to thank our sponsor of today's show, the Song Game. Go to songgame.com. That's Spontaneous, the Song Game. It's one of the best board games you're going to play over the holidays with your family or when you're quarantined in. So check it out. Here it is. Can I Have What You Have?